Jimmy Thang here, and HTC sent me a Vive Pro to review. At $800, is it worth it? Let's break it down. The increased resolution is the biggest upgrade the Vive Pro makes over the original. Its two lenses carry a combined resolution of 2880 by 1600. This is 78% sharper than the original Vive and makes visuals look noticeably clearer. It's not sharp enough to completely mitigate jaggy aliasing effects like 4K might, but it does offer more clarity and lessens that pixely screen door effect. The field of view is around 110 degrees, which puts it on par with the original. It also maintains its AMOLED displays, which offer deep blacks and high contrast. The Pro still uses Fresnel lenses, which retain those circular rings and project some unwanted God rays, but it's not as egregious as the Oculus Rift here. The Vive Pro's strap is most similar to the Vive's optional Deluxe Audio strap. While the Deluxe Audio strap was more comfortable than the standard Velcro one, the Vive Pro's design is significantly better still because it offers a much better balanced weight from the front and the back. The weight distribution might not be as good as the PSVR because Sony's headset does a better job offloading the weight on the sides, but the Vive Pro is still super comfy and no longer squeezes against your face. One of the reasons it's so comfortable is that there is a lot of foam padding on the back. There's also some foam padding on the side, but my head wasn't big enough to get close to touching them. This means the Vive Pro should fit even the bulkiest of noggins. Comfort isn't entirely all sunshine and rainbows though. The Vive Pro can get a bit warm under intense play sessions. It's not a deal breaker by any means, but it doesn't help if you tend to sweat easily. Like the Deluxe Audio strap before it, there's a dial on the back which you can turn to tighten. It works great and all VR headsets should incorporate this design moving forward. There's a new button which you can hold down to slide the head-mounted display forwards and backwards. This is a much more elegant solution than the janky turn dial system from before. Combined with the new flip-up hinge, the HTC Vive Pro is great for glass wearers. The Vive Pro maintains its similar IPD adjuster from before. The IPD goes from 60.8 to 73.7 millimeters. Considering I know people who have IPDs in the high 50s, it's a bit of a shame that it couldn't go lower here. Another gripe that I had with the headset is that I wish it used a leather-like gasket. Instead, it uses a foam one like the original. These tend to soak up sweat more. Luckily, since it's still held on by Velcro, you can still swap it out for the awesome ones that VR Cover makes. One minor but appreciated tweak the Vive Pro offers is that its nose covering is flexible and blocks out light better than the original. On the audio front, the Vive Pro integrates over-the-ear headphones that feature a leather-like padding. They feel very comfortable and don't squeeze your ears. They're also sound isolating and do a great job blocking out external noise. They sound fantastic too. Putting them through their paces with Google's Audio Factory VR app, they offer excellent positional audio and don't get distorted at high volumes. They can get plenty loud too. The Vive Pro also introduces a new dual mic system, and unlike the Vive's original mic, they sound really good. Check it out.
Testing 1, 2, 3. This is audio with the HTC Vive Pro. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Some new and welcome features are a mute button on the back of the right ear cup and a volume rocker on the back of the left ear cup. The latter is great for newbies who want to adjust audio levels and don't know how to do it in-game. Aesthetically, the headset features a dark blue design. It's alright. I like blue, but for a VR headset, I think I prefer the simple matte black look. On the front of the headset, the Vive Pro now supports two cameras. They don't work just yet, but HTC tells me that developers are currently working on experiences that will take advantage of them. So maybe the Vive Pro will also be an AR headset too. On the back of the headset, there's a little cable management clip which holds the new single proprietary cable. Having a single cable instead of a three-pronged one is good, and in case you're wondering, it's about the same length as the original. There's a new breakout box too, and it has a USB 3.0 port, display 1.2 port, and one for power. While the Vive Pro supports SteamVR 2.0, which increases tracking range up to 10 by 10 meters, our unit didn't come with the new lighthouses. As a matter of fact, it didn't come with any lighthouses or controllers at all. And yes, this bundle costs $800. The SKU is clearly designed as an upgrade, which means you'll have to use your existing lighthouses and controllers. In terms of hardware, the Vive Pro is the best VR headset out there. It's better than the original Vive in almost every single way. At $800 though, it should be. But it still doesn't feel like a Vive 2.0, more like a Vive 1.5. And going by that logic, it should cost $750 considering the Vive is now $500. But then again, the original Vive also comes with lighthouses, it also comes with controllers, so it's hard to argue that the Vive Pro isn't overpriced. Right now it seems like a play at early adopters and the enterprise market. Should you get it though? The Vive Pro is nice, it's really nice. But unless you have a bunch of cash just burning a hole in your wallet and have a beefy computer, I'd actually recommend getting the original Vive. Now has never been a better time to get the Vive with its new $500 price. It's not any worse of a headset than it was before the Pro was announced, and it's still great. If you're set on getting the Pro, I'd recommend owning at least a GTX 1080 GPU. I tested it on a GTX 1080, and with SteamVR recommending my settings, it lowered super sampling down to 0.9. It ran well for the most part, but I would say roughly 5 to 10% of the time, it couldn't hit a consistent 90 FPS and had to reproject frames. So folks, that was my review of the Vive Pro. What would you want to see in a Vive 2.0? I want to see a wider FOV, maybe wireless out of the box, but let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.